Welcome. Hope you enjoyed last month's peace stories. Now we're into a new season of the year, and I have a little poem that might be familiar to some of you. Advent is a time to wait, not quite time to celebrate. Count the candles one by one until Advent time is done. Day by day we work and play to get ready for Christmas Day. This little Advent candle holder was made in our Sunday school classes about 10 years ago. We have a wooden stand that got painted either silver or gold and then decorated with stickers. And we rolled the Advent candles out of beeswax. The little stand will last for quite a long time. The candles have to be replaced every few years. Advent is a time for waiting and preparing. In Christian churches, Advent starts 4 Sundays before Christmas and continues until Christmas Eve. In 2020, this year, Advent will begin on November 29th. Many homes and churches had Advent wreaths containing 5 candles. This one is Harrow's. There are 3 purple, or in some churches dark blue candles that represent hope, peace, and love. The pink candle symbolizes joy. The central white candle is called the Christ candle and is lit on December 24th. The other candles are each lit on specific Sundays throughout the Advent season. Advent wreaths are circular, representing God's infinite love, and are covered with evergreen leaves, which represent the hope of eternal life brought by Jesus Christ. And many of the wreaths are also decorated with festive bows. At Harrow, different families are chosen to light the special candles throughout the season and to read the accompanying prayers. A set of prayers is attached to this email for your family to use through the Advent season. At Harrow, we have a Sunday school tradition of making our own calendars to use at home. Some of you may already have bought an Advent calendar at the store, but it's always fun to get creative and to make your own. This one is one that was done by Bradley a few years ago. If you want to make your own Advent poster, there are some supplies that you will need. Construction paper for the background, pencil and ruler, scissors, glue, white paper, purple, pink, green, and yellow paper, or crayons, pencil crayons, paint, or markers that you can use to color the white paper if you don't happen to have any colored paper. 5 small wrapped Christmas candies. It's optional, you can add some Christmas stickers, and be sure to print out the prayers to read for each week. To start your project, you need the piece of construction paper for your background. Then the next part will be to cut 5 3cm by 11cm little candles out. So these rectangles, one should be white. If you have pink paper, 1 pink, and 3 purple ones. If you don't have colored paper, all you have to do is make sure that you color the white paper. I'm going to color this one all nice and pink with my crayon here, and then I'll be ready to cut it out. So you can always be a little bit inventive if you don't have things exactly the way you want them. And then I'm going to cut out my pink candle. There. So, you don't need to have the colored paper, but it is kind of nice if you do happen to have it. We're going to start with the white Christ candle, and each of these candles has a name. So I'm going to start, and this one is going to have the word Christmas on it, But Christmas is a very long word. I'm not going to write out the whole word. I'm going to use the abbreviation. X stands for Christ. So I'm going to write Xmas on this candle. X-M-A-S. And then I get my glue. And I get ready to put some glue on the back. Put a fair bit on so that it really sticks well. And then in the center of my page, but kind of nearer the bottom, I'm going to put my Christ candle. So it will be in the center. You have a little bit of space on the bottom because there's going to be something going there, and there's definitely going to be a flame above it. Next, you take one of your purple candles, and this is going to be for the very first week, for November 29th, and this is the week for hope. So I'm going to write the word H-O-P-E for hope. And I tried to do this in a nice bright silver color. Hopefully that shows up well. And then I put the glue on the back. This is interesting paper, right? It was blue on one side and purple on the other. And I'm going to start on the left side just a little bit higher than the Christmas candle, because these are going to form a half circle, these 5 candles. So that's our first week. The second week is for peace. So 5 letters here. P, E, A, C, E. So this one's for peace. Let me put the glue on the back. This one's a little bit lower than the hope candle, in between hope and Christmas. The third week is your pink candle. This is joy. J-O and Y. And it's going to go a little bit higher than the Christmas candle and on the right side. And you'll have one last one to do. And that's going to be love. My pen is starting to run out. I might have to see if I can go find a different silver pen. But I can always go over the letters a little bit later too. And then I glue it. And it gets to go right over on the right side. So there are my 5 candles all on the page. The next thing you have to do is to get some flames. So you can see I've already cut out the flames, the 5 flames, and this is the shape of the flame. It looks kind of like a raindrop. So it's narrow at the top, and then it bulges out below, and then up to the top again. So you make 5 of those shapes and cut them out. And I have my 5 here. So I'm going to start gluing them on. There's my first flame. And one time in Sunday school when we were doing these, we used to only put the first flame on, and we used to wait until the Sunday to put the next flames on. But we sometimes lost the flames. So now for this Advent poster, we're going to put all the flames on so that they are on for sure. There's 3 flames. We've got 2 more to go. And one last one for love. There. The next thing is we need a little bit of greenery to make this look more like a real Advent wreath. So I got some green paper and I drew holly shapes. This is kind of a difficult shape if you're very little. You might want to get a mom or dad or older brother or sister to help you with it. But I ended up cutting out 4 little holly leaves. And I'm going to glue them on just for some decorations. One's going to go right there. And another one right over here. So I'm going to put 2 on that side, and I think I'll have 2 more on this side. And some holly berries, which are nice bright red. So I'm going to use a red felt pen and put a few little holly berries on. If you didn't want to go to all the trouble of cutting out holly leaves and berries, you could go and get some stickers. And I found some with little green leaves. So I'm going to put maybe a little green Christmas tree under joy, and maybe one on the peace one. And and for Christmas, I think I'm going to use one of these red bows. That looked really pretty. There we go. Looks like a Christmas present. And I live in Winnipeg, which always has lots of snow at Christmas. I think I'm going to put a couple of the snowflakes up in the sky. One there. Maybe one over here. We're getting close to being done here. The one thing that's very traditional on Advent calendars is to have candy to eat during the Advent season. So I had gone to Dollarama, bought a few little wrapped Christmas candies. And these ones have little holly leaves on too. So I'm getting a piece of masking tape and cut it off. Do a little roll of masking tape, put it on the back of the candy like that, and then you press it and it's down below. Almost looks like it's a little present right behind, right underneath the candle. So you do this for all 5. We're almost finished our poster here. The one thing that is missing is a title. I will put that at the top. This is for Advent. So I'm going to write the words Advent at the very top. A, D, V, E, N, and T. There we go. Our poster's all done. I know in the past some children put these up in their room. Quite a few people put them on their fridge. Remember to print up the prayers that go with each one. And on November 29th, you read the prayer for hope and you get to eat this candy. On December 6th, you would read the peace prayer and get a second candy. December 13th is for joy. December 20th is for love. And December 24th is on Christmas Eve, and you get to eat the last one in the Advent season. Hope you enjoyed doing this craft. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Peace be with you.